Okay. Femininity. Yeah, I'm just trying. Why is that not? I should probably plug in. Just give me a moment. Plug in this microphone. This, hopefully you can hear. Um, all right, so femininity means invoking the masculine. Hopefully I'm live. Let's see. All right, so what does that mean? The world is moving because of women. The world is moving because of the woman. So the nature of woman, of the feminine, is to continually create. It is to, woman is perpetually evolving. Woman is always wanting more. The nature of women is actually never satisfied. And this quality of the feminine keeps the masculine ambitious, keeps the masculine striving, keeps the masculine building, thriving. Okay, so remember the 4 P's of the masculine in the relationship with the divine feminine is he pursues, he prioritizes, he protects, and he provides. So if the woman does any of these actions, she will view the man as one of her children. She will nurture him like a child. She will be pursuing him. She'll be prioritizing him. She will be protecting him, and she will be providing for him. And in essence, she becomes his second mom. Okay. So yes, if you pay half, if you're in a 50-50 situation, you are his second mom. Because only when the man is investing in you, when he is striving for you, let me just go to my book here, all the qualities. My book, Finding the Lost Divine Feminine. The masculine qualities, I'm just going to read a few in the book, but they're listed here on page 41. So action, decisiveness, determination, drive, excellence, focus, fortitude, independence, leadership, mastery, perseverance, persistence, protection, reaching, responsibility, on and on and on. So these are divine masculine qualities. And the divine masculine, the masculine man needs to earn the love of the feminine. He needs to earn your love. He will earn your love when you are in your feminine. Okay. So very important point is that you must fully be in your feminine. And to be fully in your feminine, you must fall in love with yourself. You must care for yourself. You must care for your body as if it's divine. You literally decorating the body, caring for the body as if it is a deity. So there's a science in Hinduism and ancient science in the Vedas called prana pratishta. Prana pratishta, I don't know if you followed at all any of the saga of the Ayodhya Ram Mandir that's currently being built in India. It's a huge, huge project that's happening. You may have heard this term called prana pratishta, which happened recently at the temple there. It's very controversial, but whatever. So the prana pratishta is the ancient science of invoking divine to enter into an object or a deity, a place, or even a person. Okay, and it's usually done through specific sound vibrations or mantras, and usually fire ritual. This fire is an interdimensional messenger. Not always. There are other ways the divine can enter into an inanimate object or person in this 3D realm. But anyway, through prana pratishta, that object, that place, or that person becomes infused with divinity and then acts as a portal between this realm, between this earthly realm and higher dimensional realms. And I mention this because you need to understand that when you treat your body as divine, you become divine. Okay? You keep your vibration high and divine through gatekeeping what enters into it and how you treat it. And when I say what enters into it, that includes, I'm talking about, what you see, what you're watching. Are you watching Netflix horror movies, or what you're hearing, what are you listening to? What are you smelling in your environment? What are you tasting? What are you ingesting? Even what are you touching? And for women, for divine feminine, especially, who is entering into your body? Okay, I will talk about that in another video, but for the purpose of this video, when you honor yourself as a goddess, when you care for yourself as a goddess, bathing, dressing, decorating yourself lovingly every day, because your human body has the potential to hold divinity, because it is a technology, with your pineal gland being the interdimensional gateway, because when you lovingly care for your body as if it is a deity, you honor your divinity and you honor the divine. So this is a secret of self-care that was taught to me by one of my teachers, one of my greatest teachers. Taught me this many years ago. And honestly, I had to learn it. I didn't follow it for many years. It's something that I've had to learn and practice, and I'm always practicing myself. Okay, now this is not the Abrahamic religion's definition of vanity, okay, like sinning because you looked at your reflection in the mirror, okay, which is what I learned in Catholic school, to sin, right? And I believed that as a young child. And for many, many years, I didn't even look at myself in the mirror. I had shame around even looking at myself in the mirror. But what I'm talking about now is that you care for yourself because you understand that your body is literally a temple. Okay. And when you care, nurture, decorate, dress your female body, you are fully in your feminine. And in being in your feminine in this way, you inspire the masculine. You invoke the divine masculine in others. You evoke the divine masculine in the man. So in simple material world matrix terms, when you care for you, the masculine will care for you. When you care for you, the masculine will care for you. A man cares about a woman who cares about herself. And very simply, it's called high standards. And I talk about this in my book. Okay. Goddess Finding Your Lost Divine Feminine. Talk about dressing to feel divine, self-care, being self-love, giving and gifting to yourself, adoring yourself by adorning yourself, because one of the joys of being a woman is dressing. That is our natural creative force, our Shakti, our power, our innate power expressing itself. It is the most feminine expression to decorate ourselves. Learning to do makeup and things like this, which I was never really into makeup. And I'm actually just now beginning to get into makeup. And I'm in the twilight stage of my life. I'm actually now just beginning to get into makeup. So I'm always reminded of this divine femininity when I drive. I live way out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, in the middle of nowhere, in a very, very beautiful place. I take this drive to the next town over to pick up my son on a daily basis. And it's a very majestic drive. It's like hills and the ocean and clouds and rainbows and horses running. It's very magical. It's about 30 minutes. And every single time that I take this drive, it is a completely different experience. It's completely different. It is never the same, and I never get bored. And so some days, like the hills may be dressed in like, I'll see fields and fields of pink flowers undulating in the breeze. And then 2 days later, it's gone. Or hundreds of tiny yellow wildflowers lining the road. And butterflies everywhere. Or some days it's misty and rainy and the silvery dew is shining like crystals on the tree branches. It's just so magical. And it reminds me that nature, Prakriti, the feminine, nature is the feminine. And the feminine continually dressing herself, continually beautifying herself, perpetually changing, never being the same, is a really, really good reminder for myself to be in the feminine, to be in my divine. So a woman, through these practices of self-care, decorating and dressing, this is actually the art of Shringara, talked about in the Vedas. This is art of dressing and caring for the body. Really, really elaborate art to be learned. But what I'm talking about here is this dressing and caring for the self and beautifying the self is a way to teach others how you treat yourself. Okay, because the self-care is very evident to others. You're showing the masculine how to treat you, what you want, how you love yourself, what you'll accept, and also what you won't accept. Okay, and in doing this practice, you fall in love with you. You see yourself as a goddess. You care for yourself as a goddess, and in seeing yourself as a goddess, or an embodiment of the goddess, if you prefer, you invoke the masculine. Okay, so through your femininity, you invoke the masculine. And a masculine man will want to honor you then. He will want to protect you. He will want to support you. He will want to be responsible for everything, because your beingness, your goddessness is just enough for him. Okay, you will never end up being in that role, in that mother role that I spoke about a minute ago. Like, you will never be in that mother role. He will never be asking you to pay or suggesting that you work together. You need to do 50-50. No, he will never do that. He will value you and make you feel valued because you value you and you feel valued. He will show you, he will actually demonstrate, physically demonstrate. He's not just saying, he will demonstrate how he feels about you. Okay, he will treat you how he feels about you. His actions will show it. And a masculine man will do anything for a woman that he wants to be with, anything. Never doubt this. So if you want to invoke, if you want to inspire the masculine in the man, if you want to inspire divine masculinity in the man, you must become divine yourself. You must become your goddess self. So that's it. If you want to learn more about this, you can read my book, Goddess Finding Your Lost Divine Feminine. That's all I wanted to talk about today. I hope this helps you. Namaskar and aloha.